welcome.
Thank you.
Team Hannibal.
Hello.
Thank
you
you
for coming.
Oh.
So let's start with season 2. Were you sweating it out as much as the fans were? As far as it could possibly.
No, we didn't have anything invested in it. I mean,
No. I held my breath for the first week, I think. I went blue and I passed out, and then it just don't hold your. I just kept holding my breath.
breathe.
I got great muscle here now from that 3 weeks of just holding my breath. Yeah.
It was an interesting era because we knew that there was other interest in the show, so I felt confident there was going to be a second season. I just didn't know whether or not we would be doing it on NBC, but I'm very glad to be back on NBC for a second season.
Mm-hmm. And Hugh, I'm sure you've been asked this before, but it's such a dark character. And your wife also plays a very dark character, both mentally unstable. What is it like in your household?
well, I mean, it's nice to feel that you go home for sanity, right? It's better that way around. We're both basically on the side of the angels. I would say that helps.
Satan was an angel.
Satan was an angel. That's true.
The best.
But
angel.
no, it's it's funny that there are a lot of parallels. I mean, not least that we both. I can say this now because it's been shown. We both end up at the first season institutionalized. But actually, once you get past those surface comparisons, I think the tones of the two shows are so completely different that it didn't feel so crazy.
Is it hard to shake him at the end of the day?
Do you mean do I come back and start kind of projecting myself into other people's terrible deeds?
Exactly.
No more so than usual. No, not really. I would say though that just by virtue of the fact that we're working on a TV schedule and working fast, and I was in a great deal of it, and the hours are long, and Bryan's very collaborative. As are these guys, but Bryan was busy writing it, so for those reasons I would come home at the end of the day and it would still all be in my head, but in a good way, because we were just building it.
And Bryan, how much of season 2 have you already figured out? Like, can you say all of it? Of course.
Yep, we know exactly what we're doing.
Can you say anything about how much time passes between the finale, if any time at all? And
Relatively briefly, we kind of pick up a short time after the finale. It will seem seamless, because if we put too much time between the first season and the second season, there are so many character developments that would exist immediately after that revelation that we want to explore them, so we don't want to lose those opportunities to put the actors to the test.
And Chilton lives, so there's enough time that Chilton has somewhat healed, right?
Yes, with his colostomy bag.
And can you say what the overall arc of this season is going to be, or the theme?
I think the theme is a scrappy Will Graham coming out swinging. So we saw over the course of the first season him victimized in a very specific way, and now we get to see what happens when he fights back, and the lengths that Will Graham will go to not only defend himself but defend those around him and protect them. So it's going to be a really fun season to see Will become a different character.
I'm interested to see him, not just see him, but to see him muster what resources he can find from within a prison. Essentially, I think I'm interested in seeing Will turn what powers he has in a more focused way towards that, and perhaps be more calculated, more manipulative even than we ever saw him in the first season.
What is it like working with Mads? Are you guys...
It's great.
Yeah.
Great. I was, the very first time that we sat down, talked about the show, Mads came up in conversation. I'd worked with Mads 9 years ago now on King Arthur. Completely different. Could not be more different. But during that period had got to know him and really like him, and as a man, as an actor, and had followed his career since then. And I knew it was going to be great. That relationship is so complicated and interesting, and just has to be believable. So I don't know. That's one of the highlights of the show for me.
And how much are you going to be able to use Gillian Anderson in season 2 now that she's got another series?
She's very invested in doing Hannibal, and we're very invested in doing Hannibal with her. So I think it's a matter about working out schedules. But we've been speaking very closely about her involvement, and we will use her as much as we can get her.
Did she know she was eating human remains in the finale? And did she enjoy it?
You may have to stay tuned for that answer.
Intriguing.
Veal, a very controversial dish.
Thanks, guys, for coming by.
Thank you for coming.
Hi, I'm Allison Brie,
And I'm Joel McHale.
and subscribe to ENT TV.
It's just ENTV for all your entertainment news.
No, it's EENTV.
It's just ENTV, so whatever.
It's ENENTEVE. Unless it conflicts with anything, channel or company we work for. I'm Allison Brie.
Signing off.